Hey there, welcome. Today, I'm going to show you an easy tutorial, a beginner-friendly guide on drawing a realistic eyes digitally using Procreate. Stick around till the end because I'll also guide you through a bonus tutorial for a cartoonish eye. It's going to be fun. Let's dive in. So first, I put my reference to the side so it's easy for me to sketch it. I added a layer to be my background layer. Using the selection tool, I used the square shape selection, and I made it exactly the same size as the reference photo, and I filled it with a black color. Go to the N letter on the layer, and lower the opacity of the layer. I lowered mine to 48%. Add another layer on top for the sketch. Pick whatever brush that you love to sketch with. Mine called SAI Ink brush. Take a look at your reference image, and begin by outlining the basic shape of the eye on your canvas. Pay close attention to the proportions, curves, and angles. Keep referring to the image for guidance. Notice how I'm following the lines and contours of the reference, using it as a visual roadmap to replicate each detail accurately on our canvas. I'm literally drawing line by line with the reference, and don't worry if you mess up, because you can easily erase, or you can adjust your lines and fix them using the push tool. Try to look at the bigger shapes. Don't pay any attention to the details, because we will take care of them later. The important lines in the human eye are the eyelids, the eyelashes, and the inner corner, and the down line on the lower eyelashes. And of course, a circle for the iris, and a smaller black circle inside it. I'm redrawing the shape of the smaller shape for the light reflection. And try to redraw the eyebrow line too. It doesn't have to be exactly the same, but just try to make it the same shape at least. Here I noticed that the eye looks a little flatter than the reference, so I used the selection tool to select the area that needed to be fixed, and I stretched it until I'm happy with it. You can do the same thing using the liquify push tool. Here, since I want to make it look more realistic, I always use the grayscale coloring method, which means I color only in grayscale at first. That's why I changed the reference to a black and white picture, so I can follow the shadows without paying attention to the colors. I love to use the medium hard brush for this step, because it's easy to use and gives a really nice texture. I put the shadows into multiple layers on top of each other's, so I can get a good gradient. Watch and try to do the same as I'm doing here. After I'm good with the shadows, I blend them using the smudge tool. Here I go to the sketch layer and blend all the harsh lines to smooth them up. This easy step can make a big difference. I darken up the edges of the iris so it looks more 3D. Use the eraser tool to make the light reflection and to add more depth and details to the eye. And if you are in this step and you still can capture some mistakes, you can still fix them using the liquify tool. Erase some shadows from the lower eyelid so we can add the lashes later. The darker you go, the more depth you give to the eye. Use the eraser tool to add the highlights, especially in the eye corner. I used the spray print brush to add some highlights in the eyelid, since the reference one has some sparkles in there, so I tried to make that too. Now we gotta add the eyelashes. And the lower eyelashes too. Darken the iris and add the reflection of the eyelashes on the iris highlight. Now it's time to color our drawing, and turn it from grayscale to colored drawing. Add a new layer, and change the layer mode into color mode. And now you can color pick from the reference and apply to the drawing easily, without caring about the hues and the shadows. For me, this is my favorite part of the drawing, because you can have fun trying different colors and see what works best for you. And erase the white of the eyes so you get a grayish color, because you can't use white color in the color mode. And as we all know, the white of the eye is not actually white, it's quite gray color. Color the iris and the eyelashes as well. You can play with other color modes and experiment with different colors. I added multiply layer to add shadows to the eyeball. And this is the final result. What do you think? And now let's go to the bonus part. I will show you how easy it is to draw a cartoonish eye. As you can see, I started with an oval shape, and I added a wing of the eyeliner. Try to make the general shape similar to the reference, but you shouldn't put so much effort in it as the realistic one. After we're done with the sketch, add a new layer on top for the line art. You can use any brush that you feel comfortable with. Try to trace the sketch and draw only the important lines. After we're good with the line art, we add another layer underneath the line art layer. And we color in it. I pick the color of the white of the eye and fill it up. Add another layer to color the iris. I use Alpha Lock to color the iris with different colors with going outside the circle. For the shadows, I picked the same skin color and added a multiply layer and colored the places of the depth. Add a purple color on multiply layer to add more shadows. Add white circles for the highlights. You can add the layer more add to make more highlights. And this is how I draw an eye, in both realistic and cartoonish style. Hope you enjoy this video, and stay tuned for other tutorials in the next videos. Thank you for watching.